been an epic journey to get this far where we are today at the championship battle between Kolzyd, formerly known as Mazo, and Gunhearted, the defending champion. Before we get into this battle, I'd just like to thank everybody for sticking with the Knifing Battle Championship up until this point in time. Check the description if you want to check out any of the Knifers' Twitter handles or any of their YouTube channels. Also, big shout out to Fear Veteran for the graphics in the Knifing Battle Championship, and shout out to Ricey K, who gave us the amazing beats that you hear right now. He provided the soundtrack for this Knifing Battle tournament. Now into the statistics. We have Gunhearted, who lost a little bit of KD after his last battle. He's down to 2.05 for his 2015 KD ratio. Kolzyd's at 1.53. He skyrocketed his last battle, put his stats up into the clouds, although not as high as Gunhearted. Average points, Gunhearted still wins, 20.6 points, but Kolzyd went up from 16 average points after his last battle with Creed up to 18.1. Projectile accuracy, Gunhearted has the clear advantage here with 24.9% accuracy. Him being a native sniper probably helps him out there. Kolzyd with 15.9% projectile accuracy, and both of these guys are better with the ballistic knives when it comes to that ballistic shot accuracy over the combat axes. Check out their Twitters down below and give these guys a follow. Now, here we go into the Knifing Battle Championship first round. This is best 3 out of 5. Unlike the rest of the tournament, which was 2 out of 3, the winner today, who goes home with the golden controller, has to win best 3 out of 5. And the host that we have starting us off, kicking this off today, is Kolzyd, and he chooses Nuketown as his lobby of choice. Here we go. Kolzyd running off the spawn up the middle, gets a combat axe and a second combat axe to be up by 2. Gunhearted into the backyard spawn area of the enemy, picks up a combat axe and a skewer and a second skewer to go up by 1 here, 3-2. Beautiful flank there into the spawn, watching the enemies run out. Kolzyd with a nice skewer, making it happen there with the backstab of an enemy running into the bedroom area. Kolzyd chasing another enemy, gets another flank there, up 5-3. Furious battle, nice combat axe there, and Kolzyd with a lunge knife and a combat axe and another second combat axe, a double kill there. Gets a skewer in the backyard area as well. These enemies cannot run off the spawn without Kolzyd and or Gunhearted just tearing them apart. Kolzyd on the upper end of that with 10 kills to Gunhearted's 4. Gunhearted in the backyard again. He finally gets taken out through the smoke there. Kolzyd picking up a skewer. He is furious. Kolzyd just came out swinging here today. And that enemy just ran right into Gunhearted, and Gunhearted picks up an AFK enemy kill as well. And then gets taken out with an LMG. Kolzyd tossing some projectiles at enemy, then gets taken down by a camper in the stairwell. Gunhearted running up the middle between the bus and the trailer, getting a nice skewer there. Gunhearted getting taken out by the camper in the stairwell as well. Kolzyd with a nice combat axe, sees a couple of enemies still stuck in that spawn there. They can't seem to get out. Gunhearted and Kolzyd just seem to keep tearing them apart. Gunhearted taking out the camper in the stairwell with a ballistic skewer, and then rushes back into the spawn area, gets a combat axe. Kolzyd with a combat axe or a skewer of his own. Still up by 4 here, sees more enemies running out of the spawn, gets that combat axe. These enemies cannot leave the backyard area of their own spawn. All of these encounters have taken place right here, and this is fast, furious action, what we've expected for Nuketown matches. Kolzyd tossed a grenade there, but it was picked up in defense.
Dude, I fucking picked up a nade on accident and threw it and got a kill.
That is not a disqualification. If you do pick up a grenade, you are allowed to toss it out of defense, but it does not count towards your kill. So he does not get a point for the kill he received with the grenade, but it does not harm his score. He is not disqualified for using that grenade. And another couple of kills there by Gunhearted and Kolzyd. Kolzyd up by 5 here. Still plenty of kills to go. And Gunhearted could make anything turn around. You know anything can happen in Nuketown. Kolzyd with a nice skewer and a combat axe.
Right now you just
Going into the garden area, directly into the spawn, getting some kills. Gunhearted and Kolzyd running off the spawn right now. Gunhearted seeing that flank, gets a combat axe. Kolzyd with a combat axe of his own. Trying to jump around that burnt out car there. He falls there. Gunhearted though picks up the trash and sees the entire enemy team spawning. See, and Gunhearted threw a defensive grenade there as well. Kolzyd going down after trying to take out a shock charge with his ballistic knife. Gunhearted through the smoke, dodges a Semtex, gets tagged by it though, tosses another smoke out, rushes an enemy through the smoke and gets that kill while he tried firing that B-23R at him, but then he goes down after getting a second kill in the spawn, directly in the enemy spawn. A nice little skewer by Kolzyd there, rounding that corner. Rounding that corner very gingerly. Gunhearted going down to the camper sitting up in the stairwell. And that seems to be the only place where these enemies seem to be getting anything, is just camping in the stairwell. Kolzyd goes down to an enemy at the back there. Gunhearted rushing through the garage area, gets taken up from his flank by the Vector. And with only 6 kills to go here, Kolzyd seems to be in a commanding lead. Gunhearted with a combat axe on the stairwell sitter. Kolzyd going down to the Vector by the enemies back in their spawn. Gunhearted is flirting with the negative right now. He could not lay a combat axe on the enemy there. Going into the negative, he has 15 points, but Kolzyd with 23 points. The final kill is coming up here. Looks like Kolzyd's going to take this first round. He falls there. Gunhearted tossing a skewer into the house, but that does it for the first round. This is best 3 out of 5. So Kolzyd laying down the groundwork to get to those 3 wins. He is 1 win towards possible championship glory. Now Gunhearted, interesting to note, Gunhearted is now the host, but that is the 3rd time Gunhearted has given up the first round to his opponent. The only time he did not win the first round in the 2015 Knifing Battle Championship was when he faced off against TnT Reigns, and the only reason TnT Reigns did not win his first round was because he died once during the final kill and went into the negative, and it took a point away from him, and then that gave Gunhearted the win because they were tied 19-19 after that, and Gunhearted had less deaths. But Gunhearted, as the host, chooses Yemen as his knifing battleground of choice. Gunhearted likes to choose odd maps that he thinks that knifers might not be able to, you know, feel their way around. Nice headshot skewer, or I thought it was a headshot skewer. I could only see the head of that enemy, but it apparently was not. But Gunhearted off the opening line here gets 2 kills. Kolzyd goes down to a bouncing Betty, and then an enemy sitting up in that upper area there with the high ground. Gunhearted chasing him around, trying to get him. Goes down, cannot.
Oh my lord, dude.
Kolzyd now looking for revenge, gets that flank with that combat axe, and sees a sniper up on the balcony, takes him out with the combat axe. Kolzyd with a nice skewer there, ties up the game, but then gets taken out by a window LMG fighter, a window LMG enemy, a fighter. We are all tied up again, and the KDs are similar, 3-3. Kolzyd gets a nice skewer there to put himself in the lead. Running straight up the pipe here. Decides to turn around. Finds 2 snipers just sitting there and takes them out with a combat axe and a stab. Getting a bank shot with that combat axe. Getting sniped at from the spawning enemy who's trying to get revenge but gets that combat axe. And he is up by 5 right now. Kolzyd is not letting up on Gunhearted. He knows what Gunhearted can do. Gunhearted gets a skewer. Takes himself out of the negative. He is now even. Sees another enemy with a nice skewer. Firing off that ballistic knife. Gunhearted's reflexes are uncanny. Kolzyd searching for another enemy, but gets taken out with Gunhearted. Both these two off the spawn now. Gunhearted up by one still. Or sorry, Kolzyd up by one still. Kolzyd with that combat axe. Gunhearted with another combat axe on an enemy sitting up on a ledge, running up into an upper room here to see if he can take out any other enemies in that area. Although just retrieves his combat axe. Sees an enemy from behind, trying to flank him. Gets the skewer. And ties up the game. It is 8-8 right now. Getting tagged from behind, Gunhearted just brushes it off and keeps on moving. Sees some fire on the minimap and then takes out the enemy with a flank backstab. Kolzyd now is falling behind. Throws out a smoke there. This is the first time he's been behind in this championship battle. Then he gets taken out there. Gunhearted finds a flank, gets that combat axe on an enemy sitting down there looking to get that care package. Kolzyd gets a nice little kill there, keeping himself in it. Gunhearted searching for that kill, gets a stab, gets a skewer, and a second skewer for a triple kill and a 3-feed there. 13-9 now. Kolzyd throwing some smoke, seeing some enemies off in the smoke, gets a combat axe, but then goes down to another enemy wielding the M tower there. Gunhearted with a flank and a backstab. Both these men using the ballistic knives. They know if they want to win, they have to have those ballistic knives. And then falls to the MP7. Kolzyd there, running off the spawn now. Oh, and gets taken out. The enemy was waiting for him to return. Gunhearted sees an enemy, tries to flank him, but the enemy turns around, does not see Gunhearted. He's dual-wielding pistols there, gets backstabbed. Kolzyd with a nice skewer. Gunhearted falls there on the bridge area. Gunhearted jumping the wall, throwing two combat axes, but gets this headshot skewer to unicorn the enemy. Up by 5 right now. Gunhearted with a good lead, looking for some insurance, gets a combat axe from behind. Kolzyd finding an enemy. The enemy turns around but does not fire his sniper rifle in time. Kolzyd gets that kill, and the third time that a combat axe is laid down an enemy up on that balcony. And then Kolzyd with another kill, a double and a skewer and a backstab there. A nice rolling 4-feed. Kolzyd with another backstab, tying himself with Gunhearted right now. But he goes down and Gunhearted cleans up what Kolzyd could not get, which was a combat axe on that enemy. Gunhearted flanking around here, finding enemy sitting in a corner with dual wields, takes him down. Kolzyd finding an enemy, getting fired at, getting taken out by the MP7. MP7s are very formidable against knifers, especially in close. Gunhearted up by 2 now. Kolzyd looking for a kill. Gets that combat axe, but Gunhearted gets the final kill with the final kill cam bonus to put him in the lead by 3, and that's how we end the second round, with Gunhearted getting the kill cam here with that combat axe. If that kill cam was gotten by Kolzyd, we might be in a different place right now. It was just a moment later that he got that combat axe. And that puts us into round number 3. This will not be the final round. The host now is Mazo, or sorry, the knifer formerly known as Mazo, now known as Kolzyd.
I don't know what I hit on that Nuketown game. That one game where we got,
and he denied the first lobby, so he is going to take cargo now. Remember, this is the championship battle. This is not the final round. You have to win by 3 in the knifing battle tournament.
Crush all that oppose us.
You have to win 3 of the matches in the knifing battle tournament to win the championship final match. Gunhearted off the spawn.
Don't kill me. Think about it.
Switches to his ballistic knives. Tries to jump up the crate, but gets taken out from an above position enemy. Kolzyd gets the knife flank there.
I mean, I played the distraction role for you. You're welcome.
Gunhearted as the decoy there while Kolzyd gets the flank. Kolzyd with a combat axe. Gunhearted with a knife after Kolzyd went down. Kolzyd is the knifer that has been the most improved in this tournament. As you saw his stats from his previous battle with Creed to his stats now with Gunhearted. His KD going up from 1.1 to a 1.5. His overall average points per match going from 16 to 18, putting him in a very competitive position against Gunhearted here today. Gunhearted looking to be second-time champion. Kolzyd looking to be the new champion. Who will pull it out today? Looks like these two are tied right now, running off the spawn, both of them. Kolzyd tossing a smoke out there, Gunhearted tossing a smoke, rushing around, taking a flank through the crates, up to the smoke area, or the sniper perch. No one is up there. He turns around, trying to figure out the spawns here. Sees an enemy, gets taken out with the MP7. Gunhearted now off the spawn again. Both of these knifers in the negative right now. This will affect their score adversely if they keep dying. Gunhearted gets a nice kill on a sniper just sitting there, and then takes out another enemy with 2 ballistic stabs.
Ah, nice.
He goes down there.
Just work for me. Stab the dude.
Kolzyd looking for a kill. He did not get a projectile or a knife on that enemy. Gunhearted with a nice flank here, getting 2, killing one of the enemies, and then getting a skewer on the second one. I thought he was going to get that lunge stab for the second one, but went with the skewer there. Gunhearted climbing up the crate, getting another kill. Up by 8 points right now with a crazy flank through a smoke, getting 2 or 3 kills there. Kolzyd with a combat axe of his own. And a skewer. Definitely looking to get out of the negative, throwing every projectile he can at this enemy. He just rushes him with the combat knife and takes him out and gets out of the negative just like that. He is now neutral with 7 and 7. 7 kills, 7 deaths. Gunhearted still climbing, getting 10 kills. Kolzyd now in the green, gets an 8th kill, but then goes down, gets an 8th death. Both of these men furious here. Kolzyd looking for another kill and gets it with his knife. Gunhearted going down. Kolzyd going down again. Now Gunhearted has some really good accuracy with his projectiles. 24%, actually 25% now. After his last battle with PainsBlades, or 24.9%. Nice skewers, and there's his accuracy right there. As a native sniper, that may be where him and Creed just have so much better accuracies than many of the other knifers in the battle tournament. Gunhearted now. Searching in a quiet area for an enemy. Seeing one jump out of the window there. Gets taken out though by another enemy up in the window after the enemy he killed got hit with a shock charge. Gunhearted using tac mask though, so he can get through those shock charges with very little delay. Gunhearted getting taken out from above. Up by 5 still. Kolzyd in the negative. Kolzyd with a nice skewer on an enemy at length. Gunhearted going down to the MP7 now. He's respawning, looking for that revenge. Only up by 3 now, but Kolzyd is out of the negative. And around the ambulance, gets taken down. That MP7 in close can really hurt you. Kolzyd from above. Batman's the enemy with his ballistic knives. Oh, he sees a tac insert. And he takes out the sniper, probably looking for a trick shot, but then the sniper respawns on the tac insert and kills Kolzyd. Kolzyd now in the positive. Throws out a smoke, but gets tagged from behind and gets killed. Now he's neutral. He's 13 and 13. He is even in his KD. Kolzyd. Gunhearted sneaking around. Runs through a shock charge, but then gets taken out by his flank. Kolzyd now running through Gunhearted smoke. Gets taken out by some enemies with the MP7. Again with the MP7. In close there. It is devastating. Gunhearted getting a combat axe. Kolzyd with a combat axe. Staying within 1. Gunhearted going down. This could be a chance for Kolzyd to find an enemy and tie up the game, possibly take the lead. Gunhearted running off the spawn, but finds an enemy, gets that combat axe. Kolzyd with a stab of his own. Gunhearted with another combat axe. As Kolzyd goes down there, Gunhearted continuing a little streak here with another combat axe, getting 2 combat axes in a row. Up into the crate area, he backs off as an enemy is looking right at him, down his barrel. Kolzyd tossing a skewer at an enemy trapped in a shock charge, gets another combat axe. Is within 1 right now. Gunhearted on the sniper trick shot perch, finds a sniper, takes him out as he rushes him with that combat knife lunge. Only 7 more kills to go for the friendly team here. Kolzyd tossing his skewers at the enemy but gets taken out. Those long lines of sight for knifers, they're tough to overcome, especially when the knifer or when the gunner has lots of cover and you're out in the open. Kolzyd tossing a smoke, jumping up into the crate area, gets taken out by the MP7. Kolzyd using Ghost right now, so he cannot be seen on the mini-map, but you have to forego using Lightweight if you do that, which he has done, which gives you a little less mobility. Kolzyd with a nice knife there, getting that stab on the side of the enemy. Gunhearted trailing a couple enemies, finds one, gets that kill, can't lay his ballistic knives on the second one. The second one gets away from him. Kolzyd chasing the second one, cleans it up with that kill. Possibly with the final kill. No, Kolzyd gets taken out, and Gunhearted, with Kolzyd having the chance for the final kill there, Gunhearted takes it as Kolzyd gets killed from his flank there, and Gunhearted takes round 2. Gunhearted takes round 3, wins his second match in this championship battle, which puts Kolzyd on the ropes. Gunhearted can take it right here. And Gunhearted is the host. We are now entering championship territory. This is best 3 out of 5. Look like Nuketown is the next map, but Gunhearted chooses to back it to Nuketown. We will see what the next lobby brings. As the host, you get 3 chances to find a lobby. If you don't like the first 2 and you back out both times, then you have to take the third. Looks like Aftermath is coming up here. What will Gunhearted do? This is territory that neither of these men have been in. A 4th round right now, as Gunhearted wins 2 matches in a row. Kolzyd won the first match. It is 2-1 right now. Kolzyd has to win to force a 5th round in order to still be eligible for the championship. And here it is. Gunhearted picks Standoff as his map of choice. Here we go, championship territory. Gunhearted running up behind Kolzyd. There seems to be a lot of lag right now. Through a smoke, Kolzyd trying to lay a projectile on an enemy. Gets a skewer, but then falls to that enemy just sitting in the back, waiting for these knifers to run through that smoke. Gunhearted climbs up, tries to do a sneaky little flank around, climbing up one of the boxes and on the awning, and he gets 2 kills from that. Sometimes that can be a safer way to travel than straight through that middle building. Kolzyd throwing a smoke out there. You can see what these two are battling with the connection on the right hand side.
The connections are terrible in this lobby.
Whoever is the host in this matchup, he is on the enemy team, and he is a terrible host, and it is giving these two a very hard time in this championship battle, and that's just something we have to deal with. Gunhearted with a combat axe there, up by 2 right now. That is just a random element of playing these championship matches in public lobbies, just so these two can face off against unpredictable enemies. Kolzyd with a nice backstab and a skewer ties up the game here, going down to an enemy there, taking him out with the Scorpion. And this lag is just awful. Gunhearted trying to flank around the building. You can see every step of the way he's stuttering. Takes out a sniper trying to lay down a bouncing Betty. Nice skewer there by Kolzyd. Gunhearted with the combat axe. looking for that knife. Kolzyd trying to find his next target. Takes out an enemy with a knife. Gunhearted, he gets a lunge stab there. Almost unbearable is this leg right now. Kolzyd gets taken out by an exploding vehicle.
Thank the Lord. I even found.
And looks like we are migrating hosts right now. If this drops out, we will not be counting this round, and it does not drop out. Luckily, there is another. Luckily, there is another host that is far better suited than the previous one, and we are on 4-bar connections again. And Gunhearted quick off of the host migration, getting 2 kills, 3 kills now, and a 4th. But I've been dreading this moment for a long time, and that is the moment where I regret to inform you that I do not have the second half of this game. And that's just the pitfalls of using theater mode to make a battle happen, to make a battle edit happen. I do not have the second half of this matchup, and I sincerely apologize. But as you guys watch these scores climb on the scoreboard here, which is the only angle I have of myself as the host of this matchup, in the back of the map, this is usually what you see when you're myself hosting these two or moderating the matchup here. Gunhearted with 15 kills, Kolzyd with 9. You will see these scores continue to climb here, and I'd just like to thank everybody at this time for coming out to the Knife and Battle Championship, for supporting me this entire way and throughout this endeavor, making competitive knifing happen. I really have high hopes for competitive knifing in the future, and I really hope that we can get more people involved in the knifing community who want to competitively take on a knifing challenge like this very unique tournament that is unprecedented, because we have a format that truly shows knifing skill within a matchup, a true public matchup. And as you can see, Gunhearted is up by 10 right now, and his lead continues to climb right here. But what we have here is something that I try to make feel like it is live, but obviously I have to use theater mode to edit these battles together so you guys get the best views of each knifer at a specific moment in the battle. And as you can see, Gunhearted right now, he has 21 kills to 14 for Kolzyd. Kolzyd is on the ropes here. Gunhearted now is 24 points to 17, and these two men are battling for the golden controller right here, and we are getting to the final 8 kills of this matchup. The runner-up wins a $30 Xbox card. The other Fatal 4 members, they have won $15 Xbox cards for making it to the Fatal 4. Gunhearted keeps climbing in his score, and Kolzyd is getting flustered, but I don't blame him. It has been a long way to get to this point, and it seems like he's just a very passionate knifer, and he really wanted this win, but it looks like Gunhearted is running away with it. It is the final moments here, and it looks like Gunhearted will take it. And we're just waiting for that official moment. And 2 combat axes for the final kill cam. Gunhearted wins the 2015 Knifing Battle Championship. He is the 2-time Knifing Battle Champion, and that is why Gunhearted, a sniper, is invited to these battles, is because he is just an overall great player at this game. And there you have it, folks. Gunhearted is the winner. A great showing by Kolzyd, losing 2 battles only by a matter of 3 points in the second one, 1 point in the third matchup, winning the first round. But Gunhearted takes 3 in a row to be the 2015 champion. And is it any surprise that Gunhearted, the 2-time champion, now takes home that golden controller, again showing that he is unstoppable. But Kolzyd gave him a run for his money. Thank you for joining me in this 2015 Knifing Battle Tournament. My name is Clevertricks. I've been your host, and until next time, keep those blades sharp. Peace.